Okay, and last time we went over the units, how to set up the units, and then we went over basic commands. With this one, we're going to look at how to do dimensioning, also known as annotation. Okay, so let's say that we have a line, and we come over here and we click the line, and we want the line itself to be 12 inches. Okay, so we see that the line is 12 inches, but to confirm that 12 inches, what we can do is click Annotate. We can look and say, well, there's dimensions. Which one is it? There's many different types. We can do, if this line was angled, we could do that one. If it was angular dimension, we could do that one. If they were perpendicular, or an arc, or a radius, or a diameter. Okay, but the one we're going to use is called a linear. So once we do that, we can click the endpoints. Then we can look at it. Now, if we zoom in, we will see that it says 1 foot, which is very good. Okay. Now, if we come over here and we decide to draw a circle, let's say that this circle, we want it to be a diameter circle. So we are going to make this diameter 10 inches. Then we come over here and look at Annotate. And we want to pick the diameter one. Click on it. And it will tell us what the diameter is. 10 inches. Very well. Okay? So we know that we could do different dimensions just like that. Alright? One of the things that we need to look at as well while we're doing dimensions and we're trying to get right to the endpoints of the line is we could type what is called Osnap. And let's look at the Osnap. Osnap pulls up a drafting settings. These are whether or not your cursor itself will click to endpoint, midpoint, center, node, intersection, or extension. And here's where you can object snap tracking. It's where it will actually track your snaps. Okay? So you'll want to make sure and have these on. That way it will click to your endpoint and so forth. You can also look into your grid. You can have it where it snaps to a grid, and you can also show your grid as well. Okay, and you can have your grid on. All right, and we can also do polar tracking. Polar tracking is the difference between a circle. When you have a piece of pie, you can cut it up into 8 sections. So you have your 0, your 45, your 90, your 180, your different rotations around the circle. And this is what the different rotations are. So we'll do every 10 degrees, 15 degrees, 18, 22, 30, 45, and 90 degrees. Okay? And this was our object snap. We could also do some of these other ones, but at this point of the game, we do not need to look at those. Okay? So when we talk about the object snap, when we go to do a line, we can see that it forms a square around the endpoint. Square around the endpoint. It will do a circle. Okay, if you put it over your circle, it'll do the center point of it. So let's say we do a line right here. And if we do another line here, then if we decide that we want to do another end, we could do that. And we can come over here with your annotation. This is very important, because what if it snaps to a nearby line? It's going to give you the wrong dimension. So what you want is it to snap. You can see it says endpoint, and you look at it and it says endpoint, and now you know that you've got it on the exact spot that you need to dimension.